Hi guys, welcome to another audio video, and I'll be reading Exodus 38 of the King James Version Bible, and it reads, "And he made the altar of burnt offering of shittim wood. 5 cubits was the length thereof, and 5 cubits the breadth thereof, and it was foursquare, and 3 cubits the height thereof. And he made the horns thereof of the 4 corners of it. The horns thereof were of the same, and he overlaid it with brass. And he made all the vessels of the altar, the pots, and the shovels, and the basins, and the flesh hooks, and the firepans. All the vessels thereof made he of brass. And he made for the altar a brassen grate of network under the compass thereof beneath unto the midst of it. And he cast 4 rings for the 4 ends of the grate of brass, to be places for the staves. And he made the staves of shittim wood, and overlaid them with brass. And he put the staves into the rings on the sides of the altar, to bear it withal. He made the altar hollow with boards. And he made the laver of brass, and the foot of it of brass, and the looking glasses of the women assembling, which assembled at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation. And he made the court on the south side southward. The hangings of the court were of fine twined linen, 100 cubits. Their pillars were 20, and why do I keep saying this word wrong? Their brassen sockets, 20. Thank you, Lord. The hooks of the pillars and their fillets were of silver. And for the north side, the hangings were 100 cubits. Their pillars were 20, and their sockets of brass, 20. The hooks of the pillars and their fillets of silver. And for the west side were hangings of 50 cubits, their pillars 10, and their sockets 10. The hooks of the pillars and their fillets of silver. And for the east side eastward 50 cubits. The hangings of the one side of the gate were 15 cubits, their pillars 3, and their sockets 3. And for the other side of the court gate, on the other hand, on this hand and that hand, were hangings of 15 cubits, their pillars 3, and their sockets 3. And the hangings of the court round about were of fine twined linen, and the sockets of the pillars were of brass. The hooks of the pillars and their fillets of silver, and the overlaying of their chapiters of silver, and all the pillars of the court were filleted with silver. And the hanging of the gates of the courtyard, and the hanging for the gates of the court, was needlework of blue and purple and scarlet and fine twined linen, and 20 cubits was the length, and the height of the breadth, and the height in the breadth was 5 cubits, answerable to the hangings of the court. And their pillars were 4, and their sockets of brass 4, their hooks of silver, and the overlaying of their chapiters, and their fillets of silver. And all the pins of the tabernacle and of the court round about were of brass. This is the sum of the tabernacle, even of the tabernacle of testimony, as it was counted according to the commandment of Moses for the service of the Levites, by the hand of Ithamar, son of Aaron the priest. And Bezaleel the son of Uri, the son of Hur, of the tribe of Judah, made all that the Lord commanded Moses. And with him was Aholiab, the son of Ahisamach, of the tribe of Dan, an engraver and a cunning workman, and an embroiderer in blue and in purple and in scarlet and fine linen. And the gold that was occupied for the work in all the work of the holy place, even the gold of the offering, was 29 talents, and 730 shekels, after the shekel of that sanctuary. And the silver of them that were numbered of the congregation was 100 talents, and 1,760 after the shekel of the sanctuary. A beker for every man, that is, half a shekel, after the shekel of the sanctuary, for every one that went to be numbered, from 20 years old and upward, for 600,000 and 3,550 men. And of 100 talents of silver were cast the sockets of the sanctuary, and the sockets of the veil, and 100 sockets of the 100 talents, a talent for a socket. And of the 1,775 shekels he made hooks for the pillars, and overlaid their chapitals, and filleted them. And the brass of the offering was 70 talents, and 2,004 shekels. And therewith he made the sockets to the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and the brassen altar, and the brassen grate for it, and all the vessels of the altar, and the sockets of the court round about, and the sockets of the courtyard, and all the pins of the tabernacle, and all the pins of the court round about. Alright, so this is basically telling us the conclusion of the building of the tabernacle and the resources that were actually utilized to create the tabernacle, as to the instructions that God has given, and as to how the blueprint that God had given them. Okay, so they're just telling us how much they actually put in the equipment, not the equipment, the material that they use to carry out the work. Alright, so guys, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification so you're alerted whenever a new video is posted. And don't forget to share your revelations down below, guys. Share your revelations, your comments, and share with a family and a friend, or a friend also. Okay, have yourselves a blessed day. See you again in the next audio video.